Let me tell you about Dr. Gregor Gergerger. Yes, that's his real name, or at least the one I'm sticking to for legal reasons. A man who claimed he could cure anything with a bowl of lentils and a smoothie so green it could scare off a cow. But oh, how wrong he was. Strap in, folks, because this story involves bloating, beans, and a level of flatulence you wouldn't believe. But despite his eccentricities, people trusted him. He wasn't just any doctor. He had a YouTube channel with at least 12 viewers and a suspiciously high like-to-view ratio. He swore that going vegan would cure all ailments, headaches, depression, rashes, you name it. "Just eat beans," he'd shout, and people listened to their eventual regret.
His first patient was a chap called Steve. Steve had mild indigestion and wanted some help. But instead of addressing the issue, Dr. Greg prescribed him a strict raw vegan diet: carrot juice, sprouted mung beans, and kale chips.
Steve was optimistic at first, but within a week his life became, well, shall we say, turbulent. Steve became what can only be described as a human whoopee cushion. His co-workers nicknamed him Windy Steve, and he was banned from office meetings for health and safety concerns. His wife had to sleep with earplugs in, and not because of snoring. But it wasn't just the flatulence. Steve's mental health took a hit too. Turns out, surviving on sprouted lentils and moral superiority isn't enough to support neurotransmitter production. His serotonin levels plummeted faster than my respect for tofu. Next was Sarah. She wanted to lose weight, and Dr. Greg was more than happy to help. He handed her a 17-page meal plan: 95% soy products, 5% tears of regret. Within a month, Sarah had lost weight all right. She was a walking, talking beanpole. Literally, she looked like she'd been inflated with a bicycle pump, only to deflate at the slightest touch. Her social life, gone. No one invites you over when your body sounds like a brass band warming up. But the worst part? The health consequences. Dr. Gregor Gergerger's advice left people with gut damage, chronic fatigue, and deficiencies in just about every nutrient that matters. B12, forget it. Omega-3s, non-existent. Iron, about as abundant as logic in his recommendations. Dr. Greg became infamous for his bold claims. He once told an audience that spinach had more protein than steak. Spoiler, it doesn't. It just makes you look silly and constipated if you try to eat that much of it. Meanwhile, the carnivore crowd, people like you and me, were thriving. While Dr. Greg's patients were busy comparing notes on bloating, we were eating steak, building muscle, and living our best lives. Coincidence? I think not.
Eventually, people caught on. Dr. Greg's clinic shut down, his YouTube channel disappeared, and the only people left defending him were vegans on Twitter with avocado emojis in their bio.
The moral of the story? Don't trust a man who tells you kale is a superfood. Trust a man who tells you steak is king. And if you're ready to thrive, not just survive, you know where to find me. Remember, folks, you can't spell nutrition without... Actually, you can. But you can't thrive on lentils and dreams. Cheers.
Introducing Beef Up Carnivore Bodybuilding Bible. The ultimate guide for men and women to lose fat and build muscle. And the best part, it's only $12. Don't miss out on the most detailed resource available. Get your copy now at competitionconsultant.com. Build muscle and lose fat on the carnivore diet.